Hey everyone, I hope you are all well. So, today I'll be talking about my bitter gourd plant, and I'll try to make it as succinct as possible, but it could become a long video, and I may divide it into parts. So, uh, I will start from the very basics. I'll be talking about the soil and the pot to begin with. So I have potted uh, the bitter gourd plant in quite a small pot. I was just testing it out. So as the plant grew, I came to know uh, that the size of the pot had to be bigger. This is because uh, even though uh, it is a vine, it does grow really dense and it does require a lot of nutrients and water to fruit or give a big yield. So if the pot is small, the nutrient content will be low, and one will need to water it frequently because it cannot tolerate dry soil, and it cannot tolerate wet soil as well. So it has to be just right, just moist. Uh, so if you take a big pot, you can just water it once in the morning, and it will last throughout the day. And I have uh, mulched it to reduce the evaporation from the soil, uh, and that is what I have done till now. So uh, what you could do is take a pot which is let's say this big, uh, 10 inches to 8 inches. Yeah, 10 inches to 8 inches, or maybe less. 10 inches, maybe 5 inches is good enough. 5 to 7, good enough. So that will have ample of soil, and uh, you can just put in the seeds and let it go. I am not going to be spending a lot on any of this because these are just experiments. So if you have uh, access to pots that are that big, or you can use bags like this, which I'm going to use later on for my future plantations. And uh, you can put soil in it and then grow it up. So the soil has to be well draining, and it has to have a good mixture of garden soil, compost, uh, to begin with. And let's say every 40 days, as the plant grows up, 30 to 40 days, you'll have to add nutrients or fertilizers or compost to it for it to uh, grow. Because if the fertilizer content is, or the nutrients is not right, then the flowers that are there, like this, lots of flowers have, so the flowers will come up, but uh, they may not have proper pollen. And if the pollen is not there, then the fruits may not germinate properly, and then you may not get any yield. So that is what it is. So you can put uh, layer of gravel uh, at the very end, to uh, at the very bottom, to allow for better drainage, and then um put the soil above it. As for the seeds, uh, from a bitter gourd fruit or the veggie, you can cut it out and you can take out the best seeds, big ones, big whole ones, and then wash them thoroughly with water and dry them indoors, not outdoors, indoors, because if you dry them outdoors they will attract pests. So once they are almost stone dry, you can place them in the sun for around 4 hours, let it soak up all the energy of the sun, and then you can place it in the pot and put over, say, a layer of soil on it. The seeds will germinate. In my case, it germinated within a week, so they will germinate that fast, and then you can let it grow. uh, Funny fact, I didn't know that bitter gourd was a wine, so I had not prepared anything for it. So I did all these little itsy bitsy things for it to allow it to grow, and then since I had a netting for pigeon, I used that. Pigeons can be a big nuisance, especially on the railings, on the paint on the railings. They are really uh, toxic on the paint, so they can corrode the paint very easily. So that is why I had to put in uh, the netting, and fortunately it has been of use to me. So what I've learned uh, uh, due to the weather over the past few days, really windy and heavy rains, so you need to provide protection to the plants. Come on, yeah, pigeon. So you need to provide protection to the plants, to see, there it is, pigeon, uh, to prevent the flowers from as in the petals from falling on off. So nearly all the petals fell off due to the heavy windy conditions in the past few days. So this was the first fruit to flower and or start fruiting, and I didn't have any male flowers at that point in time. I did have bees, so a bee must have pollinated it. Unfortunately, the blossom fell off due to the wind, and now I think that will be all that it grows to. But I'll wait and see what happens. So as the plant grows, you will have to see the base. So if it has become fat, that means it is getting all the nutrients. So it was a very thin vine, as thin as let's say this vine. This is really thin. So it was really thin, and as the plant grew, it became thicker. So if the main stalk doesn't become thick enough, then something is wrong with the plant. You will need to add fertilizers, or you'll need to water it and see how it goes through, what effect it has on the plant. So that is what, once it grows, then you will have to start taking care of it. The video is pretty long, so I'll do another one on taking care of the plant, how to water it, and how to prune it. I haven't pruned as yet. I just clipped a few leaves here and there, so to allow the sun to come in through, because that area had a really thick foliage. So I just pruned it, and I haven't cut any of the uh, side stems or the main stalk. So the main stalk is all the way here. So I will cut it later on, uh, because what I want is I want uh, this entire area to fill up, because it's a plant with a really thick foliage. So, when it fills up, I am going to stop it. I'm going to stop it here. Sorry, where is it? So I'm going to stop it here, this place. So if anything grows, I'll chop it off from here, and then I will probably uh, keep on updating you about it. One more thing, with regards to hand pollination, uh, it was not that great an experience, because whenever I've tried the earbud option, wherein I use the earbud and gathered some pollen from here and tried to put it here, and the petals, where is it? Yeah, and the petals, damn it, sorry, where is it? Yep, there it is. And the petals fell off. So uh, if the petals fall off, there is no way that it is going to uh, reproduce and become a big fruit. So I'm going to leave it to nature. If it gets pollinated, it gets pollinated. If not, well, let's see. I'll learn from it. I've learned a lot from how to grow such vines, and in the future I'll take care about what needs to be done and how to protect or how to grow it better and protect it better. So there it is. So next video I'll elucidate a lot more about what needs to be done to have a healthy plant and to have better fruiting. So there it is. Thank you for your time in watching the video, and hope you find it informative enough, and I shall update you with the second part later on. If you like the video, please like it, please subscribe the channel, because I'll keep on updating you about this soon to be food forest in my garden, balcony garden, and that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in the comments. Thank you once again for your time. Have a good day.